You walk into your living room late at night. The lights are dim, the house is quiet. You look over at the dog bed, and there they are. Your dog is flat on their back. Their paws are pointing straight up at the ceiling. Their lips are flopping sideways, exposing their teeth. Their belly is completely bare to the world. It is a hilarious, awkward, and deeply relatable moment for almost every dog owner. Most of us take out our phones, snap a quick picture, and laugh. We assume it is just a quirky habit. We assume they just want belly rubs when they wake up. Or maybe we think they are just plain weird. But you are about to discover that this bizarre sleeping position is not a joke. It is not just an accident of comfort. This simple posture is actually one of the most profound, deeply wired psychological broadcasts your dog can ever send you. To truly understand the belly-up sleep position, we have to travel back in time. We have to look at the ancestral cousins of our modern domestic dogs. Think about a wolf or a wild canid surviving in a harsh, unforgiving forest. In the wild, survival is everything. Danger is everywhere. Predators are constantly watching. Rival packs are always listening. In this brutal environment, a sleeping animal is incredibly vulnerable, and the absolute most vulnerable part of any mammal is the abdomen. The belly houses all the vital, soft organs: the liver, the stomach, the intestines, the heart. A single bite to this unprotected area is an instant death sentence. Because of this, exposing the belly during rest is highly maladaptive in the wild. Ancestral canids guard their abdomens with their lives. They sleep curled up in tight little balls. They tuck their noses under their tails. They protect their core. So why on earth would your domestic dog willingly expose their most vulnerable organs while completely unconscious? Evolutionary biologists and applied behaviorists have heavily researched this behavior. Researchers at institutions like the University of Bristol and the University of Lincoln have studied how social signals evolve in canines. In the wild, rolling on the back is used as an active social signal. It is a posture of appeasement. It is a submissive display used to diffuse tension with aggressive rivals. It says, "I am no threat to you." But domestic dogs have taken this ancient survival tactic and transformed it into something beautiful. When your dog lies belly up in your living room, they are making a highly calculated assessment of their environment. They have scanned the room, they have measured the threat level, and they have determined that the risk of danger is absolute zero. They are generalizing an ancient non-threat display and turning it into the ultimate trust signal. They are telling you that they view you as their absolute protector. But the story goes much deeper than just emotional trust. There is a massive physiological shift happening inside your dog's body the moment they roll onto their back. They are engaging in a highly advanced biological life hack. Let us talk about body heat. Dogs have a major disadvantage when it comes to temperature control. They wear a permanent fur coat. They cannot sweat through their skin like humans do. They only sweat through their paw pads, and they rely on panting to cool down. But you cannot pant when you are fast asleep. So how do they stop themselves from overheating? They use behavioral thermoregulation. A massive review of sleep and thermoregulation by researchers at the University of Manchester and University College London breaks this down perfectly. Mammals trade physical vulnerability for thermal efficiency. Look closely at your dog's anatomy. The fur on their stomach is incredibly thin. In some breeds, the belly is almost completely bald. By stretching out on their back, your dog is maximally exposing their ventral trunk and their paw pads to the open air. This allows cool air drafts to sweep across the thinnest parts of their skin. They are essentially dumping trapped body heat directly into the environment. They are trading their physical safety for the perfect sleeping temperature. But here is where the science gets truly fascinating. This posture actually changes your dog's chemistry. Researchers from the University of Gothenburg and ETH Zurich conducted incredible studies on the interaction between humans and dogs. They looked at hormones. Specifically, they looked at oxytocin, the love hormone, and cortisol, the primary stress hormone. They found that dogs who adopt relaxed, sprawling postures like the belly-up position have significantly lower baseline cortisol levels.
When your dog is curled up tightly or sleeping in a lion pose with their paws tucked underneath them, their muscles are loaded. They are ready to spring into action. Their sympathetic nervous system, the fight or flight alarm, is on standby. But when they flip onto their back, they physically paralyze themselves from taking quick action. They cannot run, they cannot fight. This physical surrender triggers a flip in their autonomic nervous system. The sympathetic alarm system shuts completely offline. The parasympathetic system takes over. This is the rest and digest state. Their heart rate drops, their breathing slows. Their hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis, known as the HPA axis, goes completely quiet. By sleeping belly up, your dog is entering a state of profound chemical peace. They are chemically proving that they feel safe, and they only do this because you are standing guard.
Now, prepare yourself for the most mind-blowing twist in this evolutionary puzzle, because this sleeping posture actually alters the literal brain waves of your dog. Sleep is not just a block of unconscious time, it is a complex cycle. Just like humans, dogs cycle through different stages of sleep. And the most important stage for brain health, memory consolidation, and emotional regulation is REM sleep, rapid eye movement. A groundbreaking EEG study conducted by the Department of Ethology at Otis Lorand University in Budapest looked exactly at how dogs' sleep postures impact these brainwaves. They discovered something incredible. Dogs that fully relax and sprawl out, completely extending their limbs and exposing their bellies, actually enter longer and denser episodes of REM sleep. When a dog is curled tightly into a defensive ball, their brain remains partially alert to the environment. They cannot fall into the absolute deepest layers of rest. But when they sprawl belly up, their brain lets go entirely. This means that the goofy, exposed posture on your living room floor is literally making your dog smarter. It is actively healing their mind. And this deep sleep is directly tied to you. Further research from Otis Lorand University studied the attachment bonds between domestic dogs and their owners. They found that dogs form psychological attachments to their humans that are nearly identical to the bonds between a human infant and its mother. Dogs with higher attachment security to their owners spend significantly more time in relaxed sleep postures. When you are simply sitting in the same room, your presence acts as an emotional anchor. It allows their brain to switch off and access that critical REM sleep. But this powerful connection also comes with a hidden warning. Changes in your dog's sleeping position can be a silent alarm bell for their physical and mental health. Puppies sleep on their backs constantly. Their bones are basically rubber, their joints are flexible, and their minds are completely free of chronic stress. But as dogs age, the frequency of the belly-up sleep often changes. Veterinary behaviorists and clinical researchers note that older dogs may suddenly stop sleeping on their backs. Why? Because the belly-up posture requires the spine to twist and the hips to splay open. If an older dog avoids this position, it is often the very first subtle sign of osteoarthritis. It can signal silent joint pain or even hidden gastrointestinal discomfort. Furthermore, avoiding the vulnerability pose entirely can be a glaring red flag for chronic psychological stress. Studies on canine stress markers reveal that dogs living in states of high anxiety spend far more time in alert postures. They sleep curled up tight. They sleep in the lion pose. They drastically reduce their position changes. Their bodies are flooded with high cortisol and their HPA axis is hyperactive. They simply cannot afford to let their guard down. So if your dog used to sleep belly up and suddenly stops, pay close attention. It might be time for a vet visit.
So the next time you walk into the room and catch your dog snoring loudly with their paws dangling in the air, stop and appreciate the magnitude of what you are witnessing. Do not just laugh at how silly they look. Realize that millions of years of canine evolution are playing out right in front of your eyes. Realize that they have traded their ancestral survival instincts for the warmth of your home. Recognize that their stress hormones are plummeted, their brain is soaking in deep REM healing, and they have named you as their ultimate protector. You are the reason they can let their guard down. You are their safe space. If this deep dive into dog psychology blew your mind, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. We decode the hidden world of your pets every single week, and you do not want to miss what is coming next. Now, I want to hear from you. Head down to the comments section and tell me, does your dog sleep completely belly up like a stranded turtle, or are they more of a tightly curled little donut? Let me know their breed and their favorite sleeping style right now. And make sure you stick around, because in our next video, we are breaking down another massive canine mystery. We are going to reveal the exact psychological reason why dogs let out that long, dramatic, heavy sigh right before they close their eyes. The answer is going to completely change how you talk to your dog. I will see you there.